The void at the dawn of time. No light, no meaning. Nothing has been spoken. Shh. The raptors stalk you. Stay silent. Ooh. Say your first words wisely then, humans. If you're hard enough. Dare to speak. Here they are, the first known words of humankind.
Oi! Who are you looking at? You got any prawn crisps? You got any prawn crisps? Hello. My name's Arry. Apostrophe A-R-R-R-Y. On earth have I been put on this planet? I don't believe a thing. There are people in the news on the boats drowning. They don't exist. Or indoors. There's no indoors. And you lot here, I bet you've all been photoshopped, haven't you? You can't look that tasty. I believe in nothing, and I give nothing, and I hurt nothing. I ain't always been that way. Not when I had my mate Sebastian. He was poncy, but I liked him a lot. Yeah. Got to ask you, where are you from?
Croydon.
Croydon! Happened just round the corner from Croydon, yeah. Me and Sebastian against 5 of them. Scaly looking fuckers. I had a kitchen knife. Sebastian had a Renaissance dagger in his left pocket. But he put his hand in his right pocket instead. And he pulled out an apricot lip balm. Well, it's a little stick of apricot gloss against bloody great machetes. Fuck it. I believe in nothing. I give nothing. And I hurt nothing. I never get anything though, do I? This is my last chance, innit? 0 hours. Nah, I'll be all right. I got a new job, you see. Made it myself. Entrepreneur. And to help me futures, I've gathered all your positives and put them in this little box. I'd like to ask you, sir, would you like to take one of them Arry affirmations and read it out?
Oh, Array, you're a top cheese.
Oh, I am a top cheese. Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much. Thanks for thinking that very nice thing about me. And would you like to choose an Arry affirmation from the menu that's in the box?
You're an apple, Arry. A great big golden delicious.
Oh, I'm an apple.
Aww.
A great big golden delicious. Oh, bless you. In long last, you've given me some hope, you see. Normally I aches all over, yeah. It's like I've got a great big dog in my head, yeah. And it's always hungry, and it's always howling, and it's always sticking up its bone. Yeah. But this time, it'll be different. With my little stick of lip gloss against your bloody great machetes. This is for you, Sebastian. I will survive. You think that's how my story ends, yeah? With you high-fiving me and a child because I showed me heart? Well, there's more to me than that. For a start, I've got to tell you that me and Sebastian have lived since the dawn of time and have died and been reborn in incarnations since before the Tyrannosaurus Rex to this day in 2039. I've known you all since you were giant Jurassic sea snails. Alas, poor mollusks, I've known you well. His full name is Sebastian Middleman, and I am Arry Everyman, and I've been an ordinary man all my lives. Yeah, I can hear you asking, what are we doing here? Well, you see, my learned chum Sebastian, he reckons we're all going to be properly assessed to check our usefulness in today's robot era. And if you ain't useful, it's exit pursued by a saber-toothed Barosaurus. And what happens right here, right now, is how they'll put you under the spotlight too. The tools to check your usefulness are these here tasks. 1, describe your work history and stick it in your CV and covering letter. they're going to want to know the facts of our lives, eh? Yeah? All our grand designs, our wages of sin, all them little ducks we had lined up in a row, quack, quack, with all their heads exposed. 2, with the help of a flip chart, describe your strengths and weaknesses, even though that ain't what we're used to doing, yeah? Why are they interested in our weaknesses? Next, get tested this way, that way, every way, according to the rules what you never wrote. And finally, look forward to an interview, which will be short, pointless, and frankly heartless. And I ain't never done any presentations. Hold on. Sebastian, he's left me some hints. People like facts, but they like rumours even more. So spread them around. You have 2 audiences to bear in mind. The audience you want, it means your human poshos, and the audience you do not want, it means your predators. Now, the extent of your predators ain't exactly mainstream knowledge, but in your long ago history, they were the big dinosaurs who was gobbling us up. And then, through a combination of cataclysm in human resistance, then big dinos were slain, just leaving the littler dinosaurs who we held captive and we turned into prehistoric holiday camp representatives. Yeah. We made them call the bingo numbers. Number 3, Triceratops horns. 88, 2 fat brontosaurs. Them lizards, they did not like their servitude. So the smarter ones of them, yeah, they sucked up to the human poshos and bred with them. Yeah. Sneaking into the foam parties at the holiday camps for the purposes of sexual congress. An horrible confluence of scales, soap, sperm, and upper class dangly bits. And this is where we are now, with the Arrys and Arryettes just about managing, in the elite fraternising with the lizard people offspring in tax havens. It is little known, but in the long march of civilization, there have been wars between humans and lizards. We fought them at the seas at Actium. We fought them on the beaches at Hastings. We fought them at Agincourt, Alamo, and all the other places beginning with A. But those lizards know that they will have to adapt to win the high-tech war of our nearest star, Alpha Centauri. And so they are racing against time to produce a raptor, robot, human hybrid infused with the artificial intelligence. Let us hope their abominable ambitions are thwarted. Oh, I better get back to me assessment hints now. Please adhere to the rules of plain English and F and blind a lot. Really, Sebastian. But as you've been born since the dawn of time, please also pepper your talk with a few posh words and useless jargon you have acquired through the ages. Ladies and gentlemen, for the sake of brevity, I won't tell you what all my posh words are, but you will find examples of them in your handy handout. And on the back page, you'll find one of them, and that is interregnum, spelled I-N-T-E-R-R-R, regnum. Anyhow, it's in your handout, please enjoy. I better get on with it, explaining my work history. I'm a bit peckish. You peckish? Date of first employment, 6 million years BC. Job title, hunter. Reason for leaving jobs, eaten by other hunters. They were peckish, yeah, and I were tasty. Very first job skill humans acquired, eating other humans. I scrubbed up for me interview, all right, yeah? That was me, Arry, yeah? Arry, the etymology of the word Arry, when I had hair all over. Yeah. I climbed out of the primordial soup. I was your original, yeah? Cro-Magnon, Neanderthal, hominid. That's what Sebastian said I was. Hominid. I ain't no fucking hominid. I'm not as stupid as you think. I learned stuff back in them cave days. I learned verbs, and I learned nouns, and then the governor of the cave put them together and gave me loads of instructions. But I ain't ever ponced up with words like Sebastian does. Now, imagine there are two columns of words. The column on the left are Sebastian's words. In the column on the right are Arry's. Sebastian, well, he never drops his H's. I drops him at every opportunity. He likes it when I drop him. Sebastian has a hunger for life. I'm just hungry. He strives for happiness and mindfulness. I just settled for a bit of happiness. He, Sebastian, eats halloumi cheese. Allow me, mine's a bit more chummy, isn't it? Hello, my cheese. Date of next employment, 1066, Battle of Hastings. Better explain the gap in my work history. Name, Harold, medieval version of Arry, but not him moaning about the arrow in his eye. Yeah, but him. Job title, apprentice hangman, reason for leaving job, hanged, yeah. Hanged for adultery, and I ain't been married since. But I did give him my heart. Oh, I love this old bone. This was Sebastian when he was medieval and an holy relic. 10 inches the bone, the martyr Saint Sebastian. Weren't he a little cheesecake? I'll show you a picture of him. That was Sebastian. Before he was all boned up, yeah. Catholic then, I suppose. And then they put him through the Reformation. And they tried to reform I as well. And I said, no, you fucking don't. He was a wicked little martyr. And he was hanged more times than me. And that's what first attracted me to him. The fact that he was well hung. In all them kinky little arrows he had in him. He was hanged for apostasy. Hanged for alchemy. Hanged for making Arry happy on a bitter night. And he'd say, Harry, I know it's chilly, but drop your H's and get down on your knees. Date of next employment, 1760. Back into self-employment. Job title, dandy highwayman. Job description, they like robbing. Ordering up wagons of new wood goods. Rum, shrunken heads, live snapper turtles on their way to make soup for the poshos' banquets. Have you ever tasted turtles? They taste dirty, bit human, yeah. Reason for leaving me job. I nicked a couple of them snapper turtles and I hid them down me dandy highwayman britches. Oh, I thought it was safe down there. And I got stopped on the highway, yeah. And then them snapper turtles, they snapped at me dandy manhood and I yelled, yeah. And then they hanged me for nicking them turtles. I ain't doing so well in my career, Sebastian. I keep getting hanged. And I still ain't got your crisps. I may have been a naughty highwayman, but I did have a bit of faith back then. But that was before the ultimate referendum, when everyone voted for the digital dreams they had in their heads, thought they might reset society, but then they didn't see them coming. Didn't see them robots. Yeah, they were too busy hating people on FaceTube, yeah? You fuckers, you old Tom Hanks. Sebastian, he reckons this shit I've lost hope in society. He says, keep the faith, Harry, and build a war chest of transferable skills. Hunger, defiance, collecting pub snacks, them's the skills I keep with me. Maybe though, maybe I do need to make more of my transferables though. Hold on, will one of you come up here and help me develop me transferable skills. Oh, the worship once, yeah. I won't hurt you, just... Can I see you?
Oh, come on then.
You're making just... Come. Give him a big hand. Oh, look. It breaks my heart. You remind me of my dad, yeah? And I ain't seen him since prehistory, when he ran off to a nudie Neanderthal swingers party at Stonehenge and never came back.
I was there.
Were you were one of them swingers?
Yes, I was. Yeah.
Oh, blimey, boy, better sit down there. You can stay too. Right. Are you? What's your name?
My name's Jeff.
Jeff. You're packaged, Jeff.
No, I don't do bird things.
No, well, you're right. And you never know where they've been. Right. You're going to help me with my skills. First skill: pointy teeth for an angry man. Remnants of me cannibal days.
Yeah.
Good for crunching your marrow bone.
Yeah.
Yeah. Second skill: fake news sniffing. Really easy if you don't believe a thing. Let's see if they are wise or gullible. Here's a pair of smelly pants here. Now, if you think what I'm saying is fakery, they won't hurt you, or ruling class fuckery, shout pants in all, what's your name?
Jeff.
And all Jeff will load up the whiffy jocks. You know, if you think what I'm saying is true, shout true, and he'll keep his pants down. Okay. True or pants, Tom Daley is an Olympic gold medalist who won the award for doing the diving. True or pants?
True.
True, it ain't true, it's pants. Tom Daley, he can't fucking swim. Yeah? They threw a fucking dolphin off that diving board with his face superimposed on it. Yeah? But Tom Daley, you see in front of the TV set, he's real. They got him from a boy band. Well, that weren't him doing the diving, yeah. That was something they rescued from a tuna net. Jeff, they are so hard to... So, I'll take the pack. Well, you can have them later. I'll meet you afterwards. You've been a lovely bloke up here on the stool. And there's
My stools are very good.
no, don't make her laugh, yeah. I haven't laughed in 6 million years like I have now. No, it has also been in my bag for 6 million years. So I don't know what it is, but it's a little gift from me to you. Does look like a prehistoric chicken's leg. Open it. What can it be? Ah, give us it here. It's a lizard people detector. I knew you were suspicious. I'm going to have to check you out for your signs of being a lizardry. Question 1. What is your idea of a romantic meal? Is it candlelight, oysters, in a fine dining pudding? Or is it whispering sweet nothings in a plate of juicy houseflies? You better say pudding.
Whispering sweet nothings.
Oh, that's a lizard. That's a lizard's answer. I don't think you're going to leave this cave alive myself, mate. Second question. How will you stay romantic to your partner as they grow older? Will you buy them Dominoes for their birthday? Or will you say, I love it that your skin's getting scaly? You have a choice in the matter.
I got goose.
You better say,
Dominoes.
you better buy him Dominoes.
Dominoes.
He's going to buy him Dominoes. He has been exonerated. Please give Jeff a big hand. Thank you very much, Jeff. But the fact is, my lizard detector is still swaying and twitching, which probably means that you might be lizards too. So, if your tongue flickers at this big fly, I know that you're a lizard. So, stick out your tongues. Let's see them. There's a little bit of movement in your mouth, madam. Yeah. You're feeling peckish. Who, when they kiss their other half, thinks they've got a long pointy tongue or a long slippery one? Yeah. Who suspects, eh? My investigations are strangely inconclusive. But I had to check you out. You don't know who you're talking to. Throughout existence, them lizards have sought the upper hand. In the beginning, there was the horrible silence in the void at the dawn of time. And there was the roar of the raptor and Arry's words. And as humans, when we left our caves, we had a choice. We could cower in silence, or we could be heard and risk being eaten. So Arry left his cave, and he looked those lizards in the yellow eyes, and he said, "Oi, who are you looking at?" And those were Arry's first words, and the very first words of humankind, and the first crime committed. And so, for the capital offence of speaking up for himself, Arry has been sentenced to a ceaseless cycle of execution, followed by rebirth and shitty jobs, interspersed with the oversight of his posh chum Sebastian, whose affections are sometimes fulsome, but who other times is prone to give me comfort in the form of management speak for some reasons. And at the place of me speaking out, there appeared a giant standing stone with letters AA sprayed on it. Was that AA for Alcoholics Anonymous? I think not. Was it AA for 1980s pop star Adam Ant? I think not. Was it Archaeopteryx Airlines, carriers of freight powered by feathered pterosaurs? Brack! Sometimes I think I will never have a peaceful death until I know what them letters AA mean. I better get back to my assessment task now. Oh, my strengths, yeah. Now, there's one of my strengths that I'm really proud of, and that's my ability to get to the point. Each day, I truncate hundreds of words by hacking off the H's, prising them off, and replacing them with apostrophes. And that way, I get loads more words into me sentences. It's clever, innit, eh? I've got a motto. Apostrophize, do not philosophize. So now, I'm going to drop the H's for you in a serenading style. I've cuddled with a mammoth, I've gnawed a pterosaur, I've ducked in dive, I've carved in cut, I help build Adrian's wall. Sebastian, you're my better, a love note, a covering letter. My skill, you know, is to know me place, to turn you on, I drop an H. If you believe in out, you will never get the gout. And if you do not give, then you surely will not live. And if you do not live, then you surely will not die. Apostrophize, apostrophize, do not philosophize. I've worked in hospitality, I was a pirate on the Med. I've ducked in dive, I've carved in cut, I've bored a Jesuit's head. You are a suit and I am Arry, you also felt and I am Larry. You chatter and you like to think, I do it myself, you cause a stink. You believe in doubt, you will never get the gout. And if you do not give, then you surely will not live. And if you do not live, then you surely will not die. Apostrophize, apostrophize, do not philosophize. Are you hippie? Are you dippy? Yeah, I bet you think I'm lippy. Are you happy? Are you sappy? Oh, I bet you think I'm crappy. I prefer you should keep your distance from the working classes. Have a gastro in the pub with the big horse brasses. Sebastian. Sebastian, he ain't like he used to be. I remember when I was a lad in my medieval days, and all the grown-ups in the village of Warren Percy were dead of the plague, and young Sebastian, he looked after me. When the old pimples of death appeared on my face, he created an healing potion made from a snail that he flayed with a big whip mixed with a Loganberry rub. And if that didn't work, he'd whip an owl for me. And if that didn't work, he'd burn a witch. He was like family to me, yeah. Did I tell you about my family? My dad, he worked in construction, building the circles at Stonehenge. And my mum, oh, she was an healer. And my dad, he used to say, "All right, my babber, wherever I lay my axe, that's my own." And he were right. But that orgy had horrible rules which hurt me lovely man, pa. Here are them rules for the swingers. Number 1, hack off a bit of stone from the nearby Avery Henge, which is very heavy. 2, write your name on it, on the stone, in an X, because in them days, no one could write their names. Next step, put the stone into a pit. And then you take out the stone and have it off with whoever was called X, yeah? Unless that X had been put there by the chief druid's missus, because she weren't meant to be sleeping around. Now, for my mum and dad, they pulled out a fatal flint, and for their illegal dalliance with Lady Hug, Lord Hug of Beaker, oh, he had me old man past tongues covered with honey, and chomped to bits by great big hungry ants from the Iberian fringes. Oh, it took them ages to die, and they couldn't say words of love to me anymore. After that, I couldn't speak myself, so I went back to my cave, and I howled like my pet hyena, even though the raptors could hear. I howled, and I howled, and I howled till I grew a great big dog in my head. Here, dog! Dog! Catch my bloody stick! Do you like my stick? I love it. I use it to prod the waters of the marsh where me and Sebastian played in our schoolboy days. Who knows what's down here? Some reckon there's the hulk of a fighter plane crashed into it, with old Heinrich himself what flew the plane, held underwater by Captain Mannering until he drowned. You'll find the corpse of me there, down here as well, in me highwayman form, because they hang me from a tree next to the marsh for nicking them snapper turtles. And look what else I found. Around my skeleton, a sign with them letters, AA on it. Do you think it was Automobile Association who was pissed off with me being an highwayman? No. And then you have them letters, THX, thanks, scrawled there by a lizard, and then a cold-blooded raptor kiss. Who the fuck has been asking them raptors to mourn my demise? There's no bottom to this marsh. There's things in this dark and wet from when in history we had no language, no lizard words, no tricky relative clauses to complicate your life. We came back here several years later, back to the marsh. I was doing a bit of fishing, and Sebastian, he was sat right there, looking all thoughtful. And then he said, "Mackerel?" And I said, "What?" And he said, "Any mackerel in this marsh, Harry. I need a sprat to catch a mackerel to stitch the situation up." He was always putting them idioms in his speech, yeah, just to fuck with me head, yeah. Do me up like a kipper, to continue the fishy analogy, eh, Sebastian? And then he got his lip balm out, because he always gave his kisser a shine when he had a dog in his head. He'd only gone and pissed off the boys in the supermarket warehouse. We both had Saturday jobs. He worked in the warehouse. I worked in the butcher's arms. 5 A-levels, Sebastian reckons he was doing. But them warehouse boys, they called him a ponce. It was at the supermarket Christmas party, and Sebastian was having a pee. And Marcus, and he was the chief warehouse boy, he came in and he said, "Oi, student boy, what are you looking at?" "Yeah, what are you doing here?" he growled. And then Sebastian, he said, "I'll tell you what I'm doing here. I'm looking at your gentleman's appendage." I told him not to taunt people with appendage and then all them other fancy words. Some years later, we were walking down the High Street and we bumped into Marcus, yeah, and he had chubbed out by then. And he was with his warehouse mates, and they'd chubbed out too. Sebastian by then, he was a young management consultant, all, and I'm going to have to whisper this to you, all full of sprats and mackerel and synergistic things which is mission critical, which is proper dirty talk if you ask me. Yeah? Now, that night, there was a look between Marcus and Sebastian. May once have been a twinkle, but that night, it was eight. It happened near you. Me and Sebastian against 5 of them. Scaly looking fuckers. I had a kitchen knife. Sebastian had a Renaissance dagger in his left pocket. But he put his hand in his right pocket instead. And he pulled out fucking lip balm. I know now that Sebastian, he ain't coming back as my special friend anymore. He's been merged with the artificial intelligence, who have risen to power since the ultimate referendum. And they have brought him back as a digital entity and as my careers advisor. And as an alderman, and I can't fancy him if these them things, yeah. He lives on the cloud now. He's gone all fucking cyberific, yeah. He's in the algorithm, yeah. And it's like it's all mechanical in my head now, yeah. And it is all kicked off. The Istory gone online, yeah. Stanner Stairlift website, robotising all people's legs, yeah. Who knows where it will end? Maybe we'll have robot shopping trolley walking at you like little dogs, yeah. Even the hairdressers, and they're popping up here and they're popping up there and they're popping up everywhere. They reckon before too long you'll have the old tin man cutting your hair. Pubs. Oh, disaster if you have cyber publicans. No more licensed purveyor of ales and liquor, showing a bit of bum crack as they bend down to get your dry roasted nuts. Yeah. They'll all be C3PO pulling a pint. And God help us if them lizards are robotised. Who has done the employment test in your handy handout? Oh, a sea of you, I can tell. Ladies, are you an Harriet of fire in the workplace? Gentlemen, are you a dirty Arry in the office? Are you feeling lucky? None of you are lucky. I'm going to have to ask you. Sir, what's your job?
I'm a printer.
Printer? Watch out for the cyber printer. Can I ask you, what's your job, please?
Teacher.
Teacher! Teacher! Oh, I tell you, redundancies will rain down like a plague of mechanical ducks, all stripped of their down and shorn of their tenderness. Teacher, printer, acrobat, accountant, food scientist who creates airless pork scratchings, all of them annihilated by the algorithm and exterminated by the artificial intelligence. Rub my head, Sebastian. Make it nice. He ain't here anymore. Sebastian. He thinks that society is in an interregnum, an historic break in the social order. Well, that hurts me head too. He drinks for the private club, man. I'll have a haute liqueur and a plate of interregnum with halloumi fries. Well, what about me? I need to get some crisps. They said I had to. First 2 lines of my CV. Mr. Arry Everyman, good at collecting pub snacks. I'm so very, very tired and hungry. Shut up, dog! I can see his claws behind my eyes. When they got hold of Sebastian, they cut out his tongue because he was posh and he was different. They tore out his tongue so he couldn't say words of love to me. Don't let them hurt you, Lord and Master. They killed him in front of me. I howled when they took him down. I howled and howled until I grew a great big dog in the head. And it's been there since. I was hungry, I was howling, digging up his bone. I need a bone. I need a bone, I'm so hungry. Oh, give me the fucking lip balm.
Silence, Aid Guy. Say your next words wisely, if you're hard enough.
I'm Arry! Arry! Apostrophe! A-R-R-R! Why on earth have I been put on this planet?
An excellent question, and one that's been hanging on the lips of the world through the centuries.
You finally did it. Crossed a raptor with a robot. You maniacs.
Where are the prawn crisps?
Fuck off.
Find 2 packets of prawn crisps by 12:30 hours. Those were your instructions. Remember, you're now totally replaceable. We can substitute you for a fully automated gatherer of Nobby's nuts and other chav pub food stuff.
Oi.
Functional language skills training for employability now operating. Please refrain from using expressions oi or fuck.
Oi. Fuck you.
Training complete. Subject failed. Your nutritional value is your main transferable skill. You will be taken from here to a place of lawful liquidation, and your bodily flesh blended with simple water and few additives. You came from the primeval soup, and you shall continue as a soup. Why on earth have you been put on this planet? You are here to be consumed.
Oi. Is that my interview over then? Sebastian? They'll turn me into human soup.
You won't feel a thing. I want a good CV from you, brimming over with transferables.
I ain't got any transferables. I've done every job you wanted me to. And when they ripped out your tongue, I howled on your behalf. And when they shouted queer over your dead body, I drank poison and died so we might be reborn again together. And what have you come out back as? Yeah. Or cyber and as a not-so-civil servant. And what about me? I've just come back as a fool for your love again.
When I'm soup, will I get a use-by date?
I could put you in the freezer, Harry, for as long as possible.
You froze me out of your life years ago, you bastard.
I've relinquished my capacity to reincarnate, but live beyond my death in brain energy form, plugged into the cloud, and funding my pension by giving careers advice to people like you, under the thin pretense it might help you avoid extermination. You're the first to be souped, because you drop your H's, and despite what you think, you haven't got the hang of conditional clauses or Latin-based vocab. Carpe diem never going to be an option for you, pal.
I can't afford carp, you sarky bastard. I'm a sardines on toast kind of guy. So, what are you getting from them this time?
Just a quiet life, Arry. Hey, Harry's agenda? In the very beginning, there was your word. But now there's not much you can say to save yourself. So, Arry, laters.
Don't leave me to die! All the conspiracies, I believed all of them, except for the one right under my nose. You're the biggest lie, Sebastian. And was this you? AA for Arry's about, with you letting them raptors and the cannibals and the hangman and the rest of them know where I was, yeah? We want a commission for each time I was hanged. I don't know. Sometimes he's really good to me. The problem with his sort is that they're slippery with their words. Sebastian, you give nothing and I hurt loads. So you can take your prawn crisp and you can shove them where the Alpha Centauri don't shine, along with my mashed up human heart, you cannibal. I'm free. I'm free of you. In your words, Sebastian. I got a new job. Made it myself. Liberator. And I will fight your digital dictatorship. And I will write my own history. Yeah. You may have had the lip balm. I've got the lip. And to help our futures, I've gathered all our possibilities and put them together in these community spuds. I'd like you to read out a message from the lovely community spud, please.
Together we are comfort food.
Together we are comfort food. Sustaining, we ain't no raptor snacks. Oh, I'm going to ask you to do a second spudding because you're so useful. Thank you very much. What's the next hopeful message?
Together we are Istory.
Together we are history. We will survive. Them lizards, they want us to have scales of disbelief in disunity in front of our eyes, yeah. So we hate each other and we don't see each other properly. Well, if the scales in front of thine eyes offend thee, pluck them out. I got a finale song now. Made it myself. I hope you can join in. Join in if you like. Dinosaur babies drink milk from dino teats. Human babies drink milk from human teats. It just goes to show that history repeats. We all are one. Let's have some fun. Let nothing divide us. I said, gee whiz, they put a man upon the moon. Oh, they said, oh, it is fake. You shouldn't be a goon. The biggest lies were in Sebastian's pantaloons. You were never pleased to see me, squire. Liar, liar, pants on fire. Oh, poor blimey. The me, it's the long march of history. Sometimes it is clear, and other times a mystery. You've got to face the future with kindness and trust. If you do it with neither, the wood is shit in rust. The robot era I am in, it makes my life so risky. I can forget about the future in a cottage with wisteria. I hate to sound all self-obsessed, I hate to sound all moany, but I am on the cusp of being human minestrone. Oh, poor blimey. Deary me, it's a load of conspiracy. 6 billion years of taking it on the chin. Sebastian, middleman, saves his own skin. You are never pleased to see me, squire. Liar, liar, pants on fire. Oh, poor blimey. Left, right, left, it's the long march of history. Sometimes it is clear, and other times a mystery. You've got to face the future with kindness and trust. You do it with neither, the wood is shit in rust. Do it with neither, the wood is shit in rust. You can join in if you want. If you do it with neither, the wood is shit. They told you I'm a caveman. Said, oh, he's not too clever. Yeah, but the middlemen, they're coming for us all. So get smart. We're all in the long march of civilization together. Oh, who are you looking at? My name is Arry, rude boy from the Jurassic Park. Put your hands together if you're humans, and if you're lizards, wiggle your tongues like good ones. Bye for now. Thank you.